Fatality.
My mirror. Had a lot of violent wind yesterday, blowing snow. It was right miserable. There was a lack of visibility, like the whole day until just when I came back to the yard, it cleared up. It was nice. And I had to hook up to our little double drop, and then I was trying to get all the hydraulics working, and no, it's like they never used it because it had a Honda engine, so super reliable, right? Never really plumbed in the wet kit. Like, it's there, but we've had that trailer for like 2.5 years and it's never been used, the hydraulics. So everything was seized, like all the couplers were messed up, seized. Freezing my ass off outside, lubing, beating, pipe wrench, spinning, trying to get everything to work, right? And then I get the majority of stuff hooked up, turn on the wet kit. Okay, lines are backwards because we use the same. The trailer's actually plumbed, so you never hook it up wrong. Crane incoming. Yo, big boy.
What's going on there, big dog?
Not much, just gonna go out in the real world there, you know? Going to Wimborne.
I am fucking going home.
Yeah, you had one of those nights?
Oh, sure did.
Where are you coming from?
Alpike. Fucking 10 o'clock last night.
Yo, that's a long drive. Which driving first?
Yeah, pretty much. First, second, fourth, second, first, second, fourth, third, fucking, oh man.
Nice.
Brutal.
Alright, see you later, man.
I like it. Yeah, well, what there?
Blow through some snow drifts. Crane life. So yeah, I messed around and I got the truck hooked to the Jeep. And then I got the Jeep hooked to the front of the neck extension on the double drop. Like I said, turn on the hydraulics, had it backwards, switch them around, turn on the hydraulics, and all I can hear is a whoosh of fluid. I go, fuck! Back to the truck, kick the hydraulics out. And back there, I'm like, huh. The pieces from the neck extension on the double drop don't have any fittings on it to go to the other part of the fucking double drop trailer. So I just puked out a bunch of my hydraulics. And because there was no fitting on it, it was just an open hose with the actual fitting, but it didn't have the hydraulic coupler end on it. That would be closed normally if you've done that. And at that point I just said, F it. And I'm like, if the motor doesn't, I fired up the motor, I put fuel in it, it's full. Somebody, like, it caught fire last year, the Honda, so what did we do? We replaced it with a power fist. So I'm like, there's nothing worse than going out when it's cold. It's minus 16 today, and then having to depend on that to work. Plus, it's slow as molasses when it's cold. I went in the ditch there too, bro. I see your tire tracks. Come around the corner too hot. It's slow, and like when it's cold, there's nothing better than standing out there freezing your ass off going, hurry up. So yeah, I really don't like it. It was slow empty, so loaded it's gonna be even way faster. But it worked twice yesterday, so I'm just hoping that we're good. I told him, I'm like, if it doesn't work, I'm calling you guys, because I ain't screwing around, freezing off my fingers. We're gonna look like idiots because we have our trailer doesn't work, and I don't like that. So we're gonna grab Robert's pile driver from their yard, and we're just taking it out to Wimborne. So we're close to town, so that's nice. I was waiting for you. Puck came out of there the other night at rush hour, and buddy pulls out, stops, and then everybody in the right lane stops to let him in. I'm just like, man, you're supposed to pin it and merge. You know, when you merge like you're doing up your zipper. No. And he was waiting to get out until both ways are clear. I'm like, dude, there's an inside lane for us to turn left. Giddy up. It's so busy on this section though, right at like 5 o'clock, because now with the traffic circle, the traffic is non-stop. Before it used to be a light, so you would get a break, right? And it just seems like traffic coming out of town is just like way more busy than it used to be before. So anyways, pile driver, picking it up at Roberts. I took the trailer there yesterday so they could load it first thing this morning. I was miserable and pissed off and cold, so I didn't film any of it. Really, I just took the trailer over there, cooled the brakes, separated the neck and the Jeep, decked off, and came back to the shop. basically just a rebranded Honda, the Power Fist. You know that, right? You're like, yeah, no, it's not at all. All right, chain her down and we'll get on her. So yeah, I guess pile driver, you know, it's nothing. You guys seen pile drivers before, no? It's just a little guy. That is almost too much overhang. I said that. I was like, what is the booster for the overhang? He's like, no, you'll be fine. All right. So I just chained him down. Got D-rings here. So we'll cross in with both sides, and then I'll put 2 extra on the front to the neck from the outside in. Turning. Might be too close to the building, actually. Swing out. He shut her down, but it's got pro heat, so that is on. Better back up and move over. Yeah, I'll turn it. Should. I let it cool down for like 20 minutes yesterday. Nice. Hooking her brother up. We actually transfer more weight without that flip. Ross claims 2,600 kgs. I got about 22 on the drive, so I'm happy. We really don't have really maybe one hill on the 805 by Wimborne. The rest will be fine. Just move over here so I don't sideswipe the building. After I got that epic pull-out footage. Bro's gotta back up again. For the barbed wire, razor wire. Yeah, right. That should do her. Won't be a super long video. Tell where the curves are. Oh well, we'll make our own trail. Oh, the shovel's in my way. Busy place this morning. 8:30. Nowadays workers just go to work at 8:39. It's pretty nice. Someday I'll have a retired job. wait that extra second, huh? Life is short. Cut everybody off. And tailgate everybody. That's sanding the road. Oh my lord. I had so many people yesterday in the snow, like when it was blowing snow and shit, they're driving with their headlights off, hazards on. What's this world coming to? I wouldn't want to do this yesterday. It was miserable. I put 8 chains on it. Tied it to the neck, 2 down each side going in, cross chain the back. Just for safe measures. He's like, well, I've never seen anybody use the D-rings on the side of the tracks. It is kind of a pickle because you almost get your boomer, the threads of your boomer on the track, right? So you got to do a little bit of cheating. He's like, you want to take 40 double drop? I'm like, no. No, I don't. Not at all. Except for the hydraulics works on that one. But the payoff is it weighs just as much as this freaking pile driver. We gotta go load a pump. I don't know what size of pump. I hope it's not 40 wheel pump. Probably is. Wouldn't be a show without some form of load check. Oh, not bad. I'm sure we're golden with the amount of chains we got on here. Oh, the tires are hot. It's not brakes, which is good. Oh yeah, rock solid. Oi. Yeah, fucked. Bro didn't bring his brush. Yeah, well, you could clean it before we reverse and come home. Should I load the Jeep? See, this side I didn't fare out too well. My threads are on the track. Just hoping that it doesn't get messed up. Got her stuffed right under there. Yeah. Problem turning? No. C500. Down so I can see. I have to look out the back window when I'm turning corners. Secondary from 791 from Bowden. I'm like, it's gravel and hilly. And after yesterday's snow cover, then you come out right in the hill. Not a lot of wheeling in this area on road train. Used to be busy.
Mint.
tracks. I thought he was sliding. I know he's corked though. I'm crooked. Pulling the whole trailer. Might have to chain up to get out of here. It's pretty slick. Roll up the windows. Jeez Louise. Oh, my finger. I see.
How are you getting back up after that? That is so bullshit. I stabbed you through the eye.